Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to do a mat routine with a focus on maintaining the stabilization in our torso, talking a lot about the backs of our body, keeping our shoulders over our hips in certain exercises, whatever the plane is. Whether we're sitting, whether we're on our backs, whether we're in a quadruped position on all fours, we're going to be discussing the backs of our body. For this routine today, the only prop I'm going to be using is a stretchy band, yoga band, any other long piece of fabric, a belt, tie, to assist my leg drain the ballet stretches. And also I'm going to be using it for the single leg circle today. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to come down, sitting on our knees if you're able to. If you're not able to sit on your knees, crisscross applesauce is fine, but if it is comfortable enough for you, please place a towel or a foam mat underneath your knees to assist with the pain or to help you alleviate the pain, and then you can perform the exercise with us on your knees. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a deep inhale, exhale, rolling my shoulders up, back and down, flattening my shoulder blades across my back, widening my collarbone, softening in my sternum area. I'm going to inhale again. On the exhale, I'm going to bring my ribs together as if I'm wearing a corset and was pulled very tight across the back. I'm not going to allow my ribs to flare out during exercises. I'm going to check in with my back. I should be drawing my abdominals up and in. I should have a flat sacrum and a slight curve in my lower back. My pelvis should be neutral, not tucking or tilting, but right in the center. From here, I'm going to go ahead and take my toes and tuck them under and sit back onto my heels. The sensation will be very strong on the stretch of your toes. If this becomes too much at any point, please feel free to release the stretch in your toes and come back up when you're able to. We're going to squeeze our ankles, knees, and toes together. Check in our neutral spine. Bring our arms up to a T, keeping them in our periphery. We're going to shoot energy out of both hands, making it into a fist. Same energy shooting out of our fist. We're going to move our hands at the wrists. 4, 5. Make sure your ribs aren't flaring. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now reverse. You'll get some additional movement up your arm as you're twisting your wrists or as you're stretching your wrists. Not a big deal. From there, we're going to shoot energy strongly out of our hands or our fists, drawing our shoulders down our back, engaging our lats, drawing our abdominals up and in. We're going to do 10 small circles in each direction, about the size of a softball. 1, 2, 3, 4. These circles should be very small and controlled. And reverse. You should be moving meaningfully through space. You should feel the pressure created through your own body. Drop your hands to your sides. We're going to release our fists. We're going to let our hands and fingers dangle freely. We're going to lift our arms up by our ears, leaving our shoulders down, and meaningfully and carefully bring them down by our sides. And up. Don't allow your ribs to flare. Don't drop your stomachs. Pull them back. Here's 4. You'll definitely be feeling this in your toes right now. The stretch if you have not already. Here's 5. We're going to go ahead and reverse. Here's 1. And 2. Here's 3. And 4. Final 1. And 5. With control and carefully, go ahead and release your toes. Ooh. Gonna wiggle in a little bit. Go ahead and come off your knees. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Give them a little shimmy. Bend and straighten your toes. Toes aren't something you stretch a whole lot. We're going to plant our feet on the mat. Hands behind our knees. Elbows wide to the sidewalls. Shoulders up, back, and down. Ribs together. Exhale, tucking your tailbone, articulating your spine down one vertebra at a time. Okay, from here, pull your heels a little bit closer into your glutes. We're going to raise our right knee to a 90-degree tabletop and our left knee. Let's go ahead and check in with the backs of our body again. Is your sacrum weighted into the mat? When you weight your sacrum to the mat, don't tuck and imprint your entire spine onto the mat. You should have the three corners, which would be your tailbone, your two hips touching, and your ribs should all be on, but there should be a slight curve in your lower back. Are your shoulder blades wide and flat across the mat? If they're not, go ahead and take them to a T. This is approximately what it should feel like when you bring them back down and around. You'll have a nice wide feeling across your collarbone, sternum area. Bring your wrists back together. Shake your neck out. Take both hands. Place one hand again underneath each knee where your thigh and your knee meet. Without moving our body or changing the box of our body, we're going to inhale. On the exhale, we're going to push our thighs into our hands and our hands into our thighs, creating an internal heat. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale. Exhale, push strongly, drawing your belly button to your spine, not rounding your shoulders and keeping them flat on the mat. And release. We're going to do it again. We're going to make sure that our ribs are staying on the mat. We're not flaring them or popping up into them as we push. We're going to inhale. Exhale. Check on your ribs. Make sure you're not imprinting your low back. Go ahead and squeeze your legs together from your ankles, knees, and toes. And release. We're going to do 2 more. Release. Shake out your neck in case you have any tension there. From here, we're going to do a hollow body hold. We're going to inhale. Exhale to curl up in the beginning of the double leg stretch. Come back down to the dead bug hold position. Inhale. Exhale to extend, shooting energy out of your fingers and your toes. And come back. Curl over your sternum, right here. Don't lift out your neck first. Here's 4. Don't let your arms come behind your ears. Leave them slightly in front of your ears and separate shoulder distance. Bring your ribs together. By now you may have a little bit of an internal shake. 2 more. Squeeze your heels together strongly. I like to turn my feet out into a Pilates V here and bring them back to parallel to drag my knees back into tabletop. Final one. Draw your knees into your chest real fast. Go ahead and give them a little rock. From here we're going to go into the hundreds and roll back from the hundreds into roll-up position. So, knees up to tabletop, arms up to the ceiling, palms facing away from you. Inhale, prayer. Exhale to curl up, bring your legs to working level. Go ahead and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pump your arms strongly. Reach your fingertips towards the end of your mat to drag your shoulder blades down your back. Engage your lats. Shake out your neck. Squeeze your legs together, unless they're in a diamond shape. And then squeeze your heels together. Draw your ribs in. Make sure you're not imprinting your spine. While your movement will be brisk, it will be as if you're slapping the top of the water and pulling your hand back. So slap, 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 slap. 3 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Last one. Curl up a little deeper on the exhale. Stop there. Hold it. Draw your knees in. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. Place your feet on the mat. Knees bent. Arms overhead. I'm going to shimmy down just a smidge. Go ahead and check on your backs of your body. Make sure that when you brought your ribs back, you don't flare your ribs up. Your ribs should all be connected to the mat, as if you're wearing a corset still. Arms up to the ceiling, hands separated. Inhale, your arms around in a circle. Grab behind your knees for assist if you need it, and fold over your feet. Pull yourself back in a C-shaped curve, bending your knees as you come back. If you'd like the assist, grab behind your knees, using your biceps to help you place your spine on the mat, bringing your arms overhead. Inhale, your arms wide. Exhale to come up the rest of the way, folding over your legs. Inhale to pull back. Place your spine on the mat. Arms over your head and wide. Try not to use backs of your legs this time. Staying in your C-shaped curve. Round over, or fold over your legs. Inhale to pull back, bending your knees. And come back, arms over your head. Without using momentum on this one, raise your arms over your head. When they get up to your sternum or 12th rib, then go ahead and rub your chin to your chest. Curl up so that you're less likely to use momentum. Just swing yourself over your legs. Come back. Bend your legs. And come back down. Bring your hands over your head. Straighten your legs on the mat. Heels together, toes apart. Inhale. Exhale to fold over your legs. Inhale to pull back. Exhale when your sacrum hits. Inhale. Try not to use momentum. Pull your belly button to your spine. Come down with control. 2 more. And fold over your feet. And pull back. Inhale. Staying in the C-shaped curve. Inhale back. And exhale down to the mat. Bring your right knee to tabletop, left knee to tabletop. Hold behind your knees, wide elbows. Tuck your chin to your chest, allowing the weight of your feet, or the load of your feet, to pull you up to sitting. We're going to come to the front of the mat for rolling like a ball. We are going to go ahead and bring our feet so they're touching together in the middle. It would be nice if our knees could be no wider than our shoulders. We're going to draw our heels into our glutes, holding on somewhere between our patella, or our ankle. Tuck our tailbone slightly and look in at our belly button without crunching our neck like this. We will retain a space between our chin and our chest, looking in at our belly button, hovering our feet. Those of you with osteoporosis, osteopenia, or neck issues, please do not do this exercise past the modification warm-up that I'm about to teach right now. So, in this position, inhale, exhale, draw your ribs to your hip, dropping your belly button to your spine, contracting your stomach muscles without rounding in, without rounding your shoulders in. And release. Inhale. Exhale, look in at your belly button. And release. One more. Draw your ribs to your hips. Bring your ribs together. Dropping your belly button to your spine. And release. You adjust slightly. We are going to move by inhaling as we squeeze our glutes to knock ourselves off our point of balance. It'll help us roll back to just the tips of our shoulder blades and roll back up. For those of us who feel ourselves flat tired, we're going back and hitting like that or making a noise like that as we roll up and having to swing out our legs like this to use momentum to get back up. Try squeezing your heels together and grabbing behind your knees, leaving your shins no higher than tabletop. If you can bring them lower, that's great, but looking at your belly button the entire time that you're rolling for everyone. So, we're going to inhale, squeeze your glutes, and up. Inhale. And up. 3. Retain your C-shaped curve the whole time. Leaving your ribs drawing to your hips. Shoulder blades driving down your back. And contract. Inhale back and contract your abdominals even deeper. 2 more. 1 more. I'm whittling my feet up. I'm going to come back to the center so everyone can continue to see me. Stay in this position. Go ahead and take your left hand, place it on the inside of your right knee, your right hand on the outside of your right ankle. Extend your left leg, and then articulate your spine down for a challenge to get into the beginning position of this series of 5. For those of you who'd like to begin on your back, knees are tabled up, arms up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Coming into the same position. We're going to inhale. And exhale to pull. Inhale, exhale to pull. In this position, we're retaining the backs of our body, even though we are in curl up. Our shoulders are curled up, but they're still lined up with our hips. Our sacrum is still heavy. We still have the slight curve in our low back. Our ribs are on. We're not flaring our ribs. We have wide collarbone. 7 and 8. Bow your knees into tabletop. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to do the full double leg extension, which was the exercise that we did partly after the dead bug hold. I called it the hollow body hold, based on a class I took from Benjamin de Gennerhart. We're going to inhale, exhale to curl up, elbows on the outsides of our knees. We're going to extend in 2 directions, arms staying above our ears, energy shooting out our fingers, energy shooting out our toes, maintaining a heavy sacrum, the lift in our low spine, and our ribs on the mat. Exhale, arms to a T, and then bring everything back in after arms make it to the T. Inhale, exhale, arms to a T, and drag everything in. Inhale. You are creating the heat in your body on this. 4. If you are having neck cramps, go ahead and leave your neck down. You can still get a lot of the same feeling. And 8. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. We're going to move on to scissors. Legs to the ceiling. Make sure that you don't imprint your low spine when you get here. Only bring them up as high as you can before you imprint your low spine. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to curl up. Shake out your neck. Extend your left leg away from your body. Reach up and pull your right leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. Only reach to where your leg can come to you and you can grab it without rocking your body. My body's stable. I can reach up wherever. It's completely acceptable to grab your leg and give it a little extra stretch. Two more on each side. Bring your knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to curl up. Feet up to the ceiling. I'm going to turn out into a Pilates feet today. My legs are squeezed together. My heels are squeezed strongly together. My head is in my hands. My hands are pushing into my head. They're both pressing into each other. I have a space between my chin and my chest. Nothing too large. Enough for a small apple and orange. I'm going to lower 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, as long as my sacrum's not rocking. I'm going to exhale. Watch my belly sink, and then lift my legs up to the starting position. Drop 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and lift. Drop 1, 3, and lift, drop 1, 2, 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 3. One more, drop 1, 2, 3, and lift. Bring your knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. For the final exercise in this series of 5, we'll be doing the elbow to knee, hands behind your head, thumbs long down your neck. Inhale, exhale to curl up. Extend your right leg to working level. From coming across your ribs, leaving everything from your belly button down stable, bring your elbow to your knee. Do not go like this. Twist across your ribs, leaving your elbows for there. Inhale, and exhale to the other side. And exhale slowly. Do not crush your way through this as fast as possible. We're using this exercise for control today. Drop your belly button to your spine. Don't lose your curl up in the middle like this. We're staying up in the middle. 5, 6, 7. Final one. 8. Last side. Bring your knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Place your feet on the mat. Windshield wiper your feet. My feet are separated, hip width apart or a little bit wider. From here, I'm going to raise my arms up to the ceiling. And then you'll lower my chin to my chest. Exhale to come up the rest of the way. From there, I'm going to scoot back away from my heels, flex my heels, place my sit bones into the mat. My heels are strongly in the mat. I'm going to separate my feet. Hip width are a little further apart. Not as wide as the mat most likely. I'm going to sit straight up. From there, I'm going to bring my ribs out of my 12, where my 12 for meets my sternum, or for ladies, the strap of your sports bra. Ready, gentlemen? We're going to inhale, letting my chin in my chest, articulating down my spine, reaching forward on the exhale. Pull back on an inhale, and articulating my spine back up to sitting. My hips should not be rocking during this. They should remain stable. I'm going to inhale, letting my chin in my chest, drawing my belly button back to my spine. Exhale to fold over my feet, reaching my fingertips for the end of my mat. Good inhale, pulling back, and exhale to stack my spine, drawing my shoulders down my back. Let's speed it up a little bit. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Let's be kind to our spines on this. We're going to inhale. My neck is going to follow the curve of my spine. As I exhale, fold forward. My neck will still follow my spine. I won't pull it up to look at the wall or far down to look down at my belly. I'm going to inhale, pull back, and exhale, pull up. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. On this one, draw your belly button to your spine the entire time. Your belly button's still drawn to your spine. Your belly button's pulling back to your spine more strongly. And as you sit up, you should feel it more in your ribs pulling together as well. 1 more. Let's make this our best one. Exhale. Inhale, pull back. And exhale to stack your spine all the way to the top. From there, I am going to use my strap. I'm going to be doing a single leg circle. I'm going to slide my booty to my heels. I'm going to grab behind my knees. Articulate my spine down on my mat. I'm going to be using my left leg first. I'm going to wrap my strap or stretchy band around my heel, partly around the ball of my foot. I'm going to give a gentle point to my foot. I'm going to extend my leg on the mat. For those of you that have tight hamstrings, it will be easier to do a straight-legged single leg circle with an assist from a band with a straight leg so you don't have to bend it. And the load of your leg won't become too hard from where you're able to straighten your leg, wherever that may be. I'm going to extend my leg as straight as I possibly can at whatever level that may be. It may be down here, that's great. I'm going to hold on, giving my leg a firm amount of support. I'm not going to be yanking it backwards, but it will definitely feel supported in the air. I'm going to inhale my leg across my body, exhale it across the midline, bringing it back up to my nose. I'm not straightening my arms and working my leg like that, but I am providing support, seeing how much I can reach into my abdominals to move my leg when it's supported like this and I have less load on my body. Let's keep going. We're going to check in with the backs of our body. Our shoulders should still be on the mat. Whoops, my band curled right up over my foot. It's okay. I'm just going to fix it and keep going. Let's do one more. I'm going to inhale across the midline and exhale as it comes to the side, slow and controlled. Now I'm going to reverse. I'm going to inhale to the outside and exhale my leg across my body. On this exercise, I like to rest the backs of my upper arm on the mat. It helps me to open my shoulders, not round them in. We do want to make sure that we're not rocking our sacrum to help move our leg. Let's do two more. It is easy to do since we do a pressure on our leg. We want to reach into that. This is excellent for people with hip problems. Feels real nice for them. Go ahead and draw your knee into your chest. Remove the band. Give it a hug. Bring your left leg out. Bring your right leg into your chest. Put the band over your right foot. Extend your foot up to the ceiling with a gentle point. Wherever that may be for you, I'm going to inhale my leg across the body, keeping a flat sacrum. Exhale it to the midline. It may take a time or two before you find the correct pressure on your band. Just keep adjusting as you need to. So since your leg is supported again, the main purpose of this movement becomes how much of this exercise can you focus on your abdominals. Knitting your ribs together, drawing your low belly to your spine. One more. Really focusing on a full circle as opposed to maybe a circle that has some straight areas. Since you have the support for your leg, you can really focus on a full motion. Make sure you're not imprinting your spine to the mat. There's 5. This exercise should be out of your neck. If it's not, go ahead and shake your neck. And 6. And draw your knee to your chest. Remove the band. We're going to go ahead and put the band to the side. Keep it handy though for after single leg side kicks. We're going to go ahead, grab behind our knees, nod our chin to our chest, come up to sitting, press back, separate our feet for sock. They're going to be hip distance or a little wider. Sitting straight in your sits bones, driving your heels into the mat, arms out your feet, slightly in your periphery. From the ribs up, just like in the, elbow to knee exercise from the series of 5, we are going to first bring our right hand to our left ribs and rotate across our ribs and back, into, and back. Here's 3, and back. Draw your belly to your spine, 4, 5. And here's 6. My trainer taught me this cue, and I found that it's really helpful to me. I start on the outside of my ribs as I pull across my body and glide my hand to the other side of my ribs, and I drag it back across. And I exhale, twisting in my ribs, and I come back. Here's 3. Here's 4. And 5. What you'll notice, and 6, is that this movement is going to be much smaller than you think it is when you're not rocking on your hips or swinging your arms back around to help you move. When you're moving strictly from your ribs, your movement's going to be a little bit smaller. From stretchy, we're going to rotate. The right side, we're going to dive down. Trying to keep our shoulders more square with the foot we're leaning towards. We're going to stack back up. Then come back through center. Go to the right. And dive. Pull up through center. See if you can grow taller. In the center, belly button to your spine the whole time. Bringing your ribs together, not allowing them to flare. Drawing your shoulder blades down your back. You may find that this movement's a little bit more controlled for you after you did the warm-up. One more, the opposite side. If you'd like a challenge, place your feet, your hands on either side. Swing your legs around to the back, rolling onto your stomachs for swan crab and modified swan dive. From here, we're going to make our hands no pellet. Place your forehead into our hands with our nose pointed down to the mat. We're going to shake everything out. Now that's we're going to squeeze our inner thighs, squeeze our glutes, drawing our legs together to protect our low back. We're going to lift our belly button or draw it up towards our spine, also protecting our low back. We're going to bring our ribs together here, not flaring in. Draw our shoulders down our back. Inhale. Exhale to press up into swan prep. And inhale back down. You can straighten your arms as much as you can, as long as you don't feel it in your low back, and your shoulders stay down. Inhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Draw your ribs together as you press up. Squeezing your inner thigh strongly to protect your low back. A nice, gentle curve throughout your entire back. From here, I'm going to make your hands into a pillow again. Still squeezing everything, drawing everything in, bringing stuff together. We are going to lift both legs, squeezing from our glutes to straight legs, and release back down to the mat. And squeeze, drawing your belly button up and lift. And release back down to the mat. Exhale and lift. Draw back down to the mat. One more. And release back down to the mat. We're going to combine those 2 exercises for a modified swan dive. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale to press up into the swan. Exhale to lower yourself with control, squeezing your glutes and our thighs. Hamstrings to lift your legs. Inhale to press up into a swan. Bring your legs back down to the mat. Exhale to lift back up. Inhale. You should definitely be feeling this in the entirety of your body. One more. Drawing your shoulders down your back, engaging your lats. Release your legs down to the mat. Press back and enjoy child's pose. From there, I'm going to take my right hand. I'm going to bring it underneath my left arm, between my left arm and my knee, looking out under my left arm. I'm going to come back through the center. Take a breath here. I'm going to take my left arm, thread it underneath my right arm, between my right arm and my knee, looking up under my arm to my right side. I'm going to come back to the center. I'm going to articulate my spine up, rising up onto my hands and knees, I'm going to lower myself to my forearms, come back down onto my hips, my elbows underneath my shoulders. There will be tension as I draw my elbows back towards my hips without moving them to engage my lats. I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs, hamstrings, and glutes again, just like in swan prep and modified swan dive. Draw my belly to my spine, bring my ribs together, draw my shoulders down and back, open my collarbone for single leg kick. I'm going to bring my left foot, point it, and pulse it towards my glutes. I'm going to flex it, pulse it towards my glutes again, and release to the mat. With my right leg, I'm going to pulse my foot towards my glutes. I'm going to flex my foot towards my glutes and release. If you feel yourself rocking, make your movement slower, flex and release. Make it smaller, point, flex, release. Try drawing your belly button to your spine a little further. Point, flex, release. One more on each side. Point, flex, release. One more. Point, flex, release. From there, we're going to turn on to our right side or your left side, but I'm going to be working on my right side first. I'm going to make a pillow with my hands, lift up off the mat on my side. You can see I have some space between the mat and my side. I'm lifting up. So it's as if I'm standing up on my side. I'm not sinking into the mat. Not going to help anyone in this exercise. Stack your legs slightly in front of you. Check on the backs of your body. You should have your shoulders over your hips here, even though you're lying on your side. Place some weight in your hand that's on the mat. Lean forward slightly on your thigh meat. This will take the pressure out of your sciatica. If you have sciatica issues, I'm going to flex my feet. My toes are going to come back strongly towards my knees. I'm going to lift my top foot up to hip height. I'm going to point my foot, energy shooting out of my toes. Without rocking, I don't want to see this. This is not working your hips. It's just putting unnecessary pressure on your low back. You're going to draw your foot forward and flex to pull it back. Keeping your foot at the same height it is as it moves through space for the entire exercise. And draw your belly button back to your spine. Drawing your leg back past your midline for a psoas stretch. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. 6. 7. Stabilize your body. Knit your ribs. Place pressure in front of your hand. Don't spiral your body. Stack your feet on top of each other. Energy shooting out of your heel. Flex feet. I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs to make my legs meet. And reach energy out to energize the outside of my leg to lift my leg to hip height. And squeeze and lift. Squeeze. Lift up by your side. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Keeping my foot at hip height, I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs and lift my lower leg to meet my top. Don't sickle your foot. Try to leave it where it is. It's best to not sickle your feet and just lift your legs as much as you can, rather than to try to do a little cheat. 6, 7, 8, 9, and belly button to spine, and 10. Bring your heels together, separate your toes, gently point your feet. Make sure that when you change the foot position, you didn't tuck your tailbone. Draw your belly button to your spine, knit your ribs, lift up out of your side, lift your foot up, and flex to lower it, squeezing everything together. Lean weight into your front hand, and flex. Here's 3. Here's 4. You should feel the turnout coming from rotating your femur in your hip socket, so you should feel all the way in your glutes. On both legs. 9 and 10. From there, I'm going to point my foot. I'm going to drag my toe along my calf to my knee. I'm going to extend my foot by straightening my knee and bring it back down. I'm going to drag my toe along my calf to my knee, extend by straightening my knee, and down. Drag my toe, straighten my knee, squeeze it down. Drag toe, straighten knee, squeeze down. One more. Toe, straighten knee, squeeze down. Now I'm going to reverse. I'm going to lift my foot up. I'm going to bend at my knee so that my toe touches my knee, my other knee. I'm going to drag my toe towards my foot along my calf. I'm going to lift my foot up, bending at the knee, and then drag your foot down. Notice I'm not lifting my foot up as high as I could. I'm just trying to lift it as high as I need to so that when I bend my knee, my toe touches my knee right away. So I'm maintaining that space between my body and the mat. From there, I'm going to lift my foot up, leading with my heel with a turn out the entire time. I'm going to bring my foot forward, around to the back, and back forward. Here's two. Rainbow your foot, drag it forward. Rainbow your foot without twisting your body. Lift up, out of your side. And 5. We're going to reverse. Go back, and then rainbow your foot, leading with your heel, using your turn-out muscle strongly. 3. Oh, I got cramp in my toes. Here's 4. And 5. I'm going to roll over onto my stomach, make a pillow with my right hand. It was my bottom arm. I'm going to place my forehead on there. I'm going to reach back with my left arm, grab my left leg, which was my working top leg, press my hip into the mat, pull my heel towards my glutes. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths. Because the develop A's or bicycles and turn out and the leg circles that we did were very challenging. From there, I'm going to sit up. I'm going to swing my legs to the other side, roll onto my other hip, come down, make a little pillow out of my arm, check in with the backs of my body, make sure I'm lifting up out of the side. You can see I have a little space underneath my side of the mat. I'm going to bring my legs slightly forward, check in the backs of my body, drop my ribs down, draw my belly up and in, flex my toes strongly towards my knees, lift my foot to hip height, energy shooting out my heel. I'll point my foot to bring it forward, weight in my front hand, and flex to pull my leg past my midline without twisting or rocking my hips all over the place. Point forward, and flex to blow back. Here's 3. Here's 4. Belly up and in. 5. Lift up in the side. No tension in your neck. Draw your shoulder away. 3 more. 8. Here's 9. And here is 10. Stack your legs, leaning your foot up at hip height. I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs, bring my top leg to my bottom. Shoot energy out of my heel to engage the outside of my leg and glutes to pull my leg back up to hip height. And squeeze. Shoot energy. Squeeze. And lift. 3. Belly up to spine. Ribs in and down. Shoulders back. Weight in our front hand down. 8. 9. 10. Lift up because we're about to squeeze our inner thighs to bring our lower leg to our top. So we're going to squeeze and lower. Don't roll back like I just did when you do that. 3, 4, 5. Don't sink to lift your leg higher. Maintain the box of your body. Shoulders over your hips. 1 more. Bring both feet down. Turning out into the Pilates V. Heel squeeze, toes gently pointed apart. Lift up out of your side. We're going to place weight in our front hand. Stay out of our side again. Lift your leg up and flex your foot to squeeze to lower. Point to lift and squeeze. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here is 10. We're going to do a gentle point our foot. We're going to drag our toe along our calf to our knee. Not by moving our thigh, but just by straightening our knee. We're going to extend our leg and bring it back down, squeezing to lower. Pull your toe along your calf. Straighten at your knee and squeeze to lower. Here's 3 and straighten and lower. Here's 4, straighten and lower. Here's 5, straighten and lower. Check on your side, make sure you're not sinking. Lift up on 1. Bring your toe into where your needs to touch your knee. Drag your toe along your calf to straighten your leg. And lift and bend and straighten. Here's 3 and bend and straighten. Turn out strongly. Rotating your femur bone in the hip socket. Feeling the squeeze along your glutes and your hips. From there, we're going to have our leg up to hip height. Make sure you're not tucking your tailbone. Bring your foot forward. Lift it up, leading with the heel to come to the back. And sweep your leg through. And lift. Don't sink. Here's 3. Don't twist. 4. I know it's getting difficult, right? Here's 5. And 3. Now sweep it through the back. And rainbow over. And 2. And rainbow. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. From there, we're going to roll over onto our stomachs, create a pillow with our left hand, reach back with our right hand, grab for our right top of foot or heel, or ankle, I'm sorry. I'm going to push my right hip into the mat, pulling my right heel into my glutes. I'm going to release my foot. I'm going to go ahead, grab my band, come down onto my back. I'm going to place my band around the arch of my left foot. I'm going to extend my left foot to the ceiling. Again, your leg is supported by the band, so if you have tight hamstrings, lower it to wherever you need to right now. Don't bend your leg. You'll get more of a stretch, more of the full stretch if you keep your leg straight. I'm going to pull my leg to my underarm. One band in each hand. From there, I'm going to take both bands in my right hand, pull the band across my body. I'm going to lift my left hip slightly, pulling my foot up towards the top of the mat. I'm going to extend my left arm to a T. I'm going to look over with my eyes, my whole head, to my left hand. My ribs are still on the mat on both sides. I'm going to bring my foot back into the ceiling, bringing everything back to center. Take the straps in my other hand. I'm going to come out to a V, the width of the mat. I'm going to pull the straps up to my ear. If I can maintain this, no problem. I can go up further. When my hips start to rock, I need to pull it back up and in. Straighten your knee. Breathe here. Pull your knee up to the ceiling. Release your band. Keep your strap handy. I'm going to bend my right knee. I'm going to place my left foot across above the ankle, below the calf. If this is good for you and you'd like to stay here, feel free. If you'd like to move on, take your hand, thread your left hand through your bent left knee between that and your right leg. Take your right hand, bring it to the outside of your right leg. Maintain a heavy sacrum here. It'll assist with the stretch. This is good, but you'd like a little bit more. Bring your hands to the front of your knee. Try to keep your shoulders flat on the mat. Try to keep your sacrum heavy. Go ahead and release from here. Take the band, put it around the arch of your right foot. One strap in each hand. Extend your legs straight. Pull the band to your underarm. Breathe here. Straighten your legs. for both straps. In your left hand, pull your right leg across the midline of your body to the left side. Lift your left hip, right ribs on, right arm extended to a T. Look over at it. Pull your hand up towards the top of your mat to deepen the stretch. Come back towards the center. Bring everything back. Take your bands in the right hand, pull them out the width of the mat, pull it up towards your ear. If this is good, you're having no problem with the stretch or maintaining your sacral stability, go ahead and bring your leg further out. When your hip starts to rock, bring your leg back up. Bring your foot back up. Release. Bend your left knee, foot flat on the mat. Bend your right knee, crossing at above your ankle, below your calf. On your left leg. If this is good for you, that's amazing. If you'd like more, take your right hand, thread it through your right leg and left knee. Grab behind that left knee. Take your left hand around the outside of your left leg and grab behind the knee. If you'd like more from here and can maintain a heavy sacrum and flat shoulder blades, go ahead and reach for the front of your knee. Actively press your sacrum into the mat without tilting backwards, and flatten your shoulder blades to increase the stretch, but maintaining a neutral spine. From here, we're going to be doing some quadruped work. Go ahead and release. Release the tabletop. Rock up using the weight of your legs. On quadruped work, if you have wrist issues, a few things that you can do. You can not do this portion of the work. You can come onto your fists, or you can use weights and grab onto the weights as they're in the mat to take even more pressure off your wrists. We're going to begin with the backs of our body staying equal, our shoulders over our hips, or in line with our hips. We're going to face the inside of our arms to each other. We're going to spiral them out to face the front edge of the mat. I'm drawing my belly button up to my spine as I bring the insides of my shoulders to face each other and spiraling them out to face the front of the mat. I'm drawing my belly button up to my shoulder blade, face each other, and the front of the mat. Keep going. Draw your shoulders down your back as you spiral the insides of your elbows. The insides of your elbows to the front of your mat. Spiral them together and spiral them out. 2 more. Put them together. As you spiral them to the front of the mat, see if you can engage your lats to pull your shoulders further down your back. 1 more. Leaving your shoulders, your elbows spiral to the front of the mat. Take your left foot and extend it behind you. Draw it back in. And extend behind you. And draw in. Here's 3. And draw in, not moving your body. 4. Other leg. Try to maintain the stability of your body, equal weight in both hands. And here's 4. From there, I'm going to extend my left foot and my right hand. I'm going to bring them back together. I'm going to extend my left foot and my right hand. Got that wrong, didn't I? I'm going to extend my left foot and my right hand now and pull them back together. My right hand and opposite. Not every day's a winner. Opposite and opposite. On this one, I'm going to extend and lift without changing the position of my body. And pull back down. Extend and lift. Squeezing your glutes. And pull back down. Extend and lift. Draw your belly up towards your spine. Come back down. Extend and lift. Your wrist should be underneath your shoulders. Extend and lift, hold. Now we're going to do tiny pulses up towards the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and come back. Your body position should not have changed. And lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come back down. And release. Now we're going to extend, and now I'm going to come away from the midline and back towards the center. I'm moving my arm and my leg away from the midline slightly. Only as far as I can control my body. Draw my belly down my spine. Move it away to the outsides of the mat and draw back towards the middle. And one more. And towards the middle. If you're wondering what that looks like, it looks like this. We're going to go to the other side. And up. That's going to look like this. So, up, we're going to extend away from the midline and pull back to the center. Belly to the spine, shoulders down the back, knitting your ribs. This is a very challenging exercise. 6, 7, and 8. Bring your hands and knees back down. From there, we're going to tuck our tailbone, stare up into our belly button, an angry cat. Come down, back extension position for cow. Lift up, crawling up into a C-shaped curve for cat. Not releasing our belly button, but releasing our spine down into an extension for cow. Okay, neck back, leave it in line with your spine. Pull up. Release down. One more. Remain lifted. And come back down. From there, we're going to go ahead, crisscross applesauce. We are going to place our right hand onto the mat. Lift up and over. Drawing our elbow into our hip. And coming up. And another. Inhale. Exhale, drawing our shoulder down our back. Reaching strongly on both sides. Driving our hand into the mat. One more. And up. Other side. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Feel this long stretch in your side. Pressing up out of your hand on the mat. Straighten your elbow to come up. Squeezing your obliques on the opposite side. Belly button to spine. One more. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you feel a little bit more stretched out and a little bit more centered. Thank you.